first, let me introduce you to another brand new series, the GTO.
We're selling it!
I'm Chris Meyer. Join me and the Legendary Customs team as we take ordinary rides and craft them into legendary customs. Hey everybody, Chris with Legendary Customs coming to you from La Crosse, Wisconsin. If you like what you see, hit the like button down below and please subscribe. It helps us out a lot. I am coming to you with a 1966 GTO behind me. 1966 for the GTO and the Chevelle, in my opinion, were two of the best looking bodies that ever came with those badges on it. As you know, we did a 1966 Chevelle about 4 years ago. Go back, watch the videos if you would like. We are rocking and rolling and starting on this one today. It has been 2.5 years, I believe, in the making. Corey, you've been extremely patient. We started this the first year of COVID. And when I say started it, I meant we ordered parts. Could not get anything from anybody. So this GTO was sent home with Corey so he could enjoy it and have some fun. He had the engine rebuilt or touched up by someone, so we thought it would be okay, ready to rock and roll. Well, ended up blowing the motor. So I'm going to show you what's going in there. But as you can see, it is a nice driver quality. It's what I call a 20-foot car. From 20 feet, it looks pretty good. With all of them, the bottom quarters on the front left and right side, those are mostly gone when you're in the Midwest. Those are going to be replaced. The rocker panels are actually in good shape from what I remember. The rear quarters, that is going to be replaced. The trunk floor, gone. If you have one of these cars, you know right along, they call it the sail panel, right here and right here. Those typically have rust, only because there's a drain that gets plugged and people don't clean them out. So if you have one of these cars, clean out the drain. It's just a tube. Right here, that's rusted pretty bad. And on the inside, underneath the window, that is pretty bad. But they make all these panels brand new. One of the cool things about the GTO, those taillights rock. They're just awesome. Don't worry about those wheels. They are going away. GTO 6.5 liter. Well, we're going a little bit bigger than that. Anyway, this is the beginning of a project. Now, I do want to tell you the backstory on this vehicle because in my opinion, that's one of the most important things about what we do here at Legendary Customs. The backstory on this is Corey's uncle used to own this vehicle, and it is being restored because of the memories of it being in the family. Right there, bingo, is what it's all about. If you think about life, if you're a car person, guy or gal, you know what car you were in when you dated your significant other. You just remember it, at least I do. This family memories, GTO pulling up to family events, all of that stuff, that's why it's being done. And I am told this is never going to leave the family because of the memories and to carry them on generation to generation. Now, remember how I told you this vehicle was sent home with the motor rocking and rolling so he could enjoy it? Well, let me show you something. Okay, we're gonna get on your hands and knees because I gotta show you the oil pan on this. So we sent it home. He drove it from La Crosse, Wisconsin up to northern Minnesota. No problems whatsoever. 3-4 hours. And then one day, he heard a sudden boom. Well, that is correct. That is the oil pan of this freshly rebuilt motor. And there is a monster hole in it. Now, I don't know what came out of it. We're going to take the engine apart just for shits and giggles because it's not going back in here. But yeah, that was a loud boom. And there was oil everywhere. This will get new suspension, front and back. This started off as a frame-on restoration. It's going to be on the rotisserie. This one is going to be one for the books. Memories have been started. Let me take you downstairs. I want to show you the engine that's going into this. The motor that's going into this, remember that 6.5 liter from 67, 66? Those had horsepower, but they didn't have what we say today is horsepower. So here you go. We purchased this motor from a company in South Carolina called Hawk Motors. They sell and specialize in vehicles that have been wrapped around a tree, totaled out for some reason or another, and they take and sell off the parts. Now, this Camaro with a awesome 10-speed transmission, yes, 10-speed transmission. We purchased this all from them, made it an entire 62 miles before it was totaled. 62 miles. One thing that is cool about Hawk Sports is they'll take and show you the vehicle running in a video. They will show you the VIN number on the Camaro in this case, go inside, show you the oil pressure, show you the engine temperature, show you the RPM, show you everything. And then when it gets here, you can check the VIN number on the block and you know you got the same vehicle. So 62 miles, 424 horsepower, 425 horsepower. We might bump that up a little bit, but this is gonna have all the dependability that a person's gonna need. And this is going to motivate this car down the road. Came with the wire harness, which we will not be using. We get rid of that and put it in a standalone wire harness for the engine and the transmission. And it comes with the gas pedal, it comes with the computer, it comes with everything right out of the same vehicle, so you don't have to cross engineer and program them. If anybody's out there watching, here's what I need your help for. Does anybody know where I can get this piece right there? Instead of saying Camaro, we're going to have a CNC machine take that off. But is there anyone out there that is making that part custom, saying GTO, saying Corvette, saying Camaro in a different script, saying whatever we're going to put it into? Can we get that custom? Because I do like the clean look of what's going on here. I just want to get rid of the Camaro, obviously, because this is not a Camaro. Keep watching. There is so much more to come. Day one, depending on how it goes, hopefully 6 to 10 months, we'll have this back to Corey, and he will be ripping it up next spring and enjoying this bad boy.
Six mouse nests in this thing.
Huh?
There was like 6 mouse nests in this thing.
Really?
There was one under the seat. I think it's still in the seat. And one on the door now.
All over the headliner.
Yeah.
Gross. dusty in here from working on this GTO. Ugh.
Oh my God, my back hurts. Not really. End of day one. Zach and I tore this beast apart. I said Zach's name first because he did the majority of it. He was just an animal today. I literally went up, took some parts up to Matt at Rags for the F1 to get the interior done. I came back, seats were out, carpet were out, just knocking out. Let's take a look at this. So the interior is gutted. It is nothing there. Everything's out. We knew the floor had some problems, but very, very little. So we have a little hole there, easily fixed. A little hole up in here, easily fixed. When we dig into it deeper, it might be worse than what it is. But right now there's no need to put in an entire floor. Just some panels will make it look like it was never done. Blend it right in. To redo an entire floor, we had to do that on our 1966 Chevelle. If you want to go back and look at that, you can. It's in our archives. But to redo this entire floor is a boatload of work, a boatload of hours, which is a boatload of money. We want to avoid that. But the small holes that we have here, easily fixed. Doors, great shape. This original color, I believe, was Marina Blue, which is the exact same color that we painted our 66 GTO. Now, Corey wants this to go to black. So that is what it's gonna be. We're looking at black with a metallic in it. That's what he would like. This thing would look hot as straight up black. So that is something we're gonna work through. But either way, it's gonna be black. And when it's black, you have to do it just like we do all of our vehicles. You have to have the body laser straight, otherwise you see the ocean. You can't have that. Check this out. So obviously at one time this was repainted because you can see the Marina Blue. Back here we thought we had Bondo because the paint was doing this with the black. Took a sander, zero Bondo. That's awesome. Zero Bondo. Just poor body work. The other side, zero Bondo. Up on the roof, we found one patch over there. There's gonna be one here, and there's gonna be one over there. So there's 3 patches that you can just see that the last person that did the work sanded, and it just wasn't done right, so it's there. But the cool thing is, yes, there's Bondo. I just took this orbital sander. It's literally an 1/8 inch thick, at least in that one spot. So it's just a glazing to straighten out something that was an impurity. And right here on these cars, there's a lead line. That's where they fill the panel from the lower sail to the upper roof. That is typically lead. So probably what it was is they just put Bondo right up and over a glazing to straighten that out. So whoever did that did it awesome. This car is full of solvent pops. Big deal. We're taking and stripping it down. Who cares? This one's gonna rock. The 66 Chevelle SS Super Sport that we did was an amazing car. This one's gonna be the same. I showed you the 2023 LT1 motor that's downstairs with a 10-speed transmission that's gonna go in this. So this is gonna be a cruiser. 10 speeds, hauling ass down the highway, 75, 80 miles an hour if you want, and it's gonna be geared to do it just fine. We're gonna put a rear end in here that if you wanna stomp on it and leave some black tracks behind you, it will do this. This is a true GTO. It's not a clone, so we have to be careful to document everything. And when we find things like this, so right here, inner trunk, that is a factory stamp that is actually saying it was a GTO. Now, on the Chevelle, there was a stamp right up here that said it was a Chevelle, a 138 car. A 136 car is not an SS, it's just a Chevelle. The 138 car is a true SS. Oh, look at here. There's another one right here. So they put them in different places for different models, but this stuff we have to preserve because a true enthusiast will look for that stuff. They'll know where they're supposed to be. We have to preserve them. Solid quarters, rusted off the bottom. We'll figure that out. If you have a 66, 67 Chevelle or GTO, right back in here there is a little hose that goes down into the trunk and it gets rid of all the water that sits on here. They get plugged up with dirt. If you have never done it, go out and clean that hose out, because otherwise your back panel, your sail, and the back panel on the inside where the speakers go, your deck, will look just like this, full of holes. You gotta get that water away, otherwise dirt builds up and it just eats away the metal. So, tip of the day, take care of your drains on your GTOs and your Chevelles. 66, 67 for sure. If your car has this, it has a drain down there. Clean them out. Anyway, long and short, kick-ass day. Zach did awesome. I did maybe 25% of the work that Zach did. Rocking and rolling, kicking butt. Day 1 concluded. Day 2 starts tomorrow. Can't wait to see what this one brings. Keep watching along. Comment down below. Tell us what wheels we should put on this bad boy. We have a set that's in mind, but comment down below with a link to some wheels that you think need to belong on this car. I want to give Corey as many ideas as possible so he can just look and get everybody's input. Now, the input, who knows? Used, not used, just comment down below. Follow us on Instagram, Facebook, and of course our YouTube channel. Subscribe if you like what you see, and please share our videos. It helps us out a lot. Thank you very much, Chris, Legendary Customs out of La Crosse, Wisconsin, where ordinary becomes legendary. Out of here.